Imagine this, a town in South Africa where only white Afrikaners are allowed to live, right? And then also imagine a village in the Surinamese jungle where no white person is allowed to enter. Now, these two places, Orania and Dahomey, they seem worlds apart, right? But they both raise the same question. When does cultural preservation cross the line into exclusion? Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here, Zuzu. This mic, I hope I put it, people can hear me. In today's video, we're diving into two very oddly similar communities. One born out of privilege and the other born out of survival. So we'll explore their histories, we'll explore their controversies, and we'll explore their beliefs, and maybe a few other things, right? So let's start with Orania. Orania was founded in 1991, like shortly before apartheid officially ended in South Africa. Like a group of white Afrikaners bought land and built this town, right, as a cultural enclave. Like a place where they could preserve their language, their religion, their traditions, right, without any outside influence. That was basically the whole point of buying land and building this town they now call Orania. Now, Dahomey, on the other hand, is a small village in deep in the Surinamese rainforest, and it was founded years ago, generations ago, by descendants of enslaved Africans who escaped the Dutch plantations. I can say it's a maroon village, and most of the maroons that live there, they have traced their ancestry to the kingdom of Dahomey in what is now known as Benin. So it is safe to say that the name Dahomey isn't just symbolic, it is a declaration of survival and spiritual heritage. Now, let's go to who lives in these two communities, right? Who lives in Orania? To live in Orania, you have to be white, you have to speak Afrikaans, you have to be Christian, and you have to fully support the town's values, right? Like, even in South Africa, it is known for being highly selective. And yes, critics call it racist or apartheid in disguise. On the other hand, in Dahomey, it's only Maroons who live there. And outsiders, especially white outsiders, are not allowed entry except with special permission. Some areas are spiritually restricted, and there are taboos about menstruation. Like I think there's a part where you can't, it's like a bridge sort of thing, but if you're on your period, you cannot go through it. You have to pass on the side. I don't know where it actually goes into. So yeah, there's strict taboos about like menstruation, about photography, and even about the energy that visitors carry. Crazy. For the people of Dahomey, this is about protecting sacred traditions and not hating others. That's what basically this is all about for them. Now let's go to the culture and the rules of these two places, right? Again, we'll start with Orania. Now, Orania has its own currency called the Ora. Well, it's for the exchange rate is 1 to 1, like 1 Ora is to 1 rand. At least the last time I checked, that was the exchange currency for the Ora to rand, right? And they have their own government, they have their own schools, and they have like their own holidays. At least they have like one holiday that I think I saw, which is called, I think, the Founders Day. Orania is structured like a privately owned company where residents buy shares instead of land. Dahomey, on the other hand, is ruled by spiritual law. You have elders and chiefs enforcing cultures like, inherited from West Africa. So voodoo rituals, sacred forests, and spirit shrines are like all part of their daily lives. For them, it's not about profit, it's about protection. Now, moving on to the controversies and the criticisms, right? Obviously, Orania has faced a lot of criticism, especially from people who see it as a racial bubble that resists the very idea of a post-apartheid South Africa. It is legal. It is legal. It is a legal town. But most South Africans see it as morally wrong. Well, and Dahomey too also raises eyebrows, especially people who hear about its no white entry rule, and they actually call it reverse racism. But now, here's the difference, right? Orania was founded by colonizers who were seeking to separate. While Dahomey was founded by the colonized who were seeking to survive. Well, I must say that that context actually does matter. That context matters a lot. Now, with these two towns, obviously, there is a number of similarities, right, and differences. So let's look at some of the similarities and differences of Orania and Dahomey. Both of them control who enters and who lives there, right? Both of them are self-governing communities. Both were created to protect a specific cultural identity. And obviously, both of them face backlash for being exclusive. But here's where they differ. Orania is backed by land ownership, white privilege, and business, while Dahomey is rooted in spiritual defense and cultural survival. Also, Orania seeks autonomy within a modern nation. Dahomey, on the other hand, preserves an alternative way of life outside of it. So now, right, in conclusion, here is the question. Here is the big question, right? Is it ever okay to build walls, to build a wall around a community in order to preserve your culture? Is it ever okay? And when does preservation become segregation? And is it the same when it is done by those who were oppressed versus those who did the oppressing? So you guys should let me know in the comment section. Is Orania protecting cultural identity, or is it like reviving apartheid? Is Dahomey practicing cultural survival or exclusion? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, but please keep it respectful, please. So guys, please, if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And yeah, hopefully in the future we'll explore more places where controversy and cultures collide. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hi, it's getting dark, but I hope this video will turn out okay. Thank you guys for watching my video. See you guys in my next one. Bye.